Welcome to another episode of my synth breakdown series I'm doing. Today's synthesizer is the iconic closer bass line. Let's just give it a listen and we'll talk about it after. That is just amazing. I love it. Whether you think the song is overrated or not, it's a good song. So what makes this sound unique is that it's got a kind of a throaty kind of essence to it. And the way that we can achieve something like that is through a lot of resonance and through our sawtooth waves. So here's our MIDI sequence here. Pause it now, copy the notes. I found the downloads that you can find online just aren't accurate. This is the best I could find by ear. And there's some velocity down here, which will come into play later. Okay, so our synthesizer of choice will not be Wavetable today. It'll be Ableton's analog synthesizer, just because it can recreate a Moog kind of sound better. Unfortunately, it is pretty intimidating to look at and doesn't really visually show what it's doing very well, but we will make do. Okay, so let's just give this a once-over with our sawtooth wave and see where we are. Okay, so terrible. The first thing we want to do is enable our second oscillator and detune it by a bit. It's important to have at least 2 oscillators going, 3 if you have another one, just to fatten up the sound a bit. Great, okay. So it's a bit fuller now, but the big thing that makes this sound unique is its resonance. There's quite a bit there. So okay, so give it its kind of like opening and closing kind of sound. We're going to modulate the frequency by what note we're playing on the keyboard. So the higher the note, the more this will open up. The lower the note, the more it'll close. You won't see this happen here on the synthesizer, but it's happening behind the scenes. So I found on this one, 1.5 works best over here. Start with that, maybe change it, whatever works for you. Let's give that a listen now. Great, now I'm gonna enable a little bit of a glide. Cool, okay. One more thing we're going to add to modulate this frequency is the velocity. So the harder I hit the key, the more it'll open up. So we can get more dynamics involved. Let's just... That's pretty cool. We're getting pretty close there. So now it's just a lot of finessing with the filter and resonance to get that sound that you're looking for. One more thing we're going to modulate the frequency with is the Adsr that's built in here. So we're going to make this legato. Let's make sure actually both our amp and filter are legato. And I'm going to just make this exponential and just pull a bit of attack. Pull the release a little bit. And add a bit of attack. You can tell it's a lot of finessing with like how much filter, how much resonance, how much, of all these modulating effects to just kind of hone in on that exact sound if you are trying to achieve the exact sound. But this definitely is the basis of the closer bass line. So one more thing we're going to add just to make it more like the original is a delay. And we're going to make these 16th notes and change the feedback just so it's like 1 delay, maybe slightly more than 1. And then make the left side early, like by like 25%. There we go. So it's subtle, but it really helps kind of bring the sound to life. I'm gonna achieve a fatter sound by adding some unison as well. Great. I think we're pretty much there. Let's give it one more listen with the original. I think I'm pretty happy with the result there. So again, thank you for watching this. Hopefully that was informative. And please send me your suggestions. What do you want to hear? I'm the biggest Nine Inch Nails nerd, but like all stuff in these kind of genres are pretty cool. I feel like the synthesizers in these bands are somewhat looked over sometimes. So thanks for joining my journey on discovering how to be a cool synth master. Okay, have a good day. Thanks. Bye.